Are you over 60 years old? These are 4 fruits you must eat, and 4 fruits you should never touch. You might believe that eating fruit every day is always a healthy choice, right? But you may want to think again after watching today's content. The truth is, not all fruits are suitable for the body after age 60. Some fruits, though very popular, can raise blood pressure, disrupt blood sugar control, cause inflammation, increase joint pain, or slow down bone recovery if not eaten properly. In this video, we will explore 4 fruits that seniors should include in their daily meals to support heart health, enhance memory, and reduce inflammation naturally. At the same time, I will also point out 4 fruits that may seem harmless but can silently cause harm if used the wrong way. Please watch until the end because the most important part is there. Small changes starting today could bring you a stronger body, a clearer mind, and a freer old age. 1. Avocado. If you are looking for a simple fruit that can help your heart stay strong, your eyes stay bright, and your blood pressure stay stable, then avocado is the fruit you should not overlook. I know that many older adults still believe that fat is something to stay away from, especially if they are concerned about heart problems or weight. But did you know? Not all types of fat are harmful. Avocado is a great example of that. Each ripe avocado contains a large amount of monounsaturated fat, especially oleic acid. This type of fat has been shown to reduce bad cholesterol and increase good cholesterol in the blood. Just half an avocado per day can help reduce the risk of heart attacks or strokes. Beyond that, avocado is also an impressive source of potassium. One medium avocado contains about 975 milligrams of potassium, which is even higher than the amount in a banana. Potassium is a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels and reducing pressure on the artery walls. This is especially important because 2 out of 3 people over 65 have issues related to high blood pressure. Including avocado in your diet can gently support blood pressure control without fully relying on medication. In addition, avocado is one of the few fruits that contains lutein, a natural antioxidant that benefits the eyes. As we age, vision loss becomes almost unavoidable. Lutein can slow down age-related macular degeneration, protect the retina, and keep our eyes clearer for longer. But what really makes avocado stand out is its ability to help absorb fat-soluble vitamins, such as vitamins D, E, and K, according to experts from Tufts University. If you eat vegetables without fat, your body absorbs these vitamins poorly. But just adding a little avocado to your veggies can increase absorption up to 15 times for older adults who already have weaker digestion and nutrient absorption. This is a big advantage. The way to use avocado is very simple. You do not need any complicated cooking. Just mash half an avocado and spread it on whole grain bread. Mix it into a salad, or simply eat it directly with a few drops of lemon juice. A little each day, gently and consistently, gives your body lasting care, from your heart to your eyes, from your blood vessels to your digestion. Avocado is a friendly companion that your aging body truly needs. And the great thing is, you can start as early as tomorrow's breakfast. 2. Apple. If you are looking for a fruit that is crisp, mildly sweet, and helps protect your heart and improve digestion, then apples are an essential companion in your daily meals, whether red, green, or yellow. All apples have one important thing in common. They are rich in soluble fiber, especially pectin. This type of fiber acts as food for good gut bacteria, helping to balance gut microbiota and naturally improve digestion. When your digestion is healthy, you absorb nutrients better and have fewer issues like bloating, constipation, or indigestion, which are common in older adults. Furthermore, pectin has the ability to bind to excess cholesterol in the intestines and remove it from the body through excretion. This helps reduce bad cholesterol levels in the blood without medication. According to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, eating 1 apple per day for 12 weeks significantly reduced LDL cholesterol in people over 60 TC. Besides fiber, apples are also rich in flavonoids, especially quercetin, This compound has anti-inflammatory properties and protects blood vessels from damage caused by free radicals. When blood vessels are healthy, circulation improves, which helps nourish the brain, muscles, and joints more effectively. Another interesting fact is that apples have a low glycemic index. This means that eating an apple will not cause your blood sugar to spike suddenly like sweeter fruits might. For those managing blood sugar or at risk of prediabetes, apples are a safe and pleasant choice. They do not make you feel tired or dizzy after eating. Apples are also about 86% water, helping keep your body hydrated, especially on hot days or when you do not drink enough water. And even the simple act of chewing a crunchy apple is good for oral health. Chewing stimulates saliva, which helps clean the teeth and prevent bacteria that cause cavities or gum disease, which are significant concerns for older adults. You can easily add apples to your breakfast by slicing them into oatmeal, mixing with plain yogurt, or simply eating a whole apple as a mid-afternoon snack. Apple skin contains many antioxidants, so if possible, wash thoroughly and eat the whole fruit to get the full nutrition. Each apple is not just a tasty treat, but also a way to care for your heart, gut, blood vessels, and even your smile every single day. 3. Pomegranate. If you have ever held a ripe pomegranate in your hand, you may have admired the shiny red seeds inside and felt the freshness and vibrancy of a natural gift. But you might not know that behind that beauty are great benefits for the heart, brain, and blood vessels of older adults. Each pomegranate seed, though small, contains a large amount of antioxidants, especially punicalagin. This compound has been confirmed by many studies to reduce oxidative stress in blood vessels. A study published in the journal Atherosclerosis showed that punicalagin is 3 times more powerful than the antioxidants in red wine or green tea. This means pomegranate helps soften blood vessel walls, reduces the risk of atherosclerosis, and naturally improves blood circulation. This benefit is especially important for older adults, whose blood vessels lose elasticity. Blood pressure tends to rise, and the heart has to work harder to circulate blood. According to researchers at the University of California, drinking pomegranate juice daily can reduce systolic blood pressure by 5 to 21%, depending on the initial condition. That is a significant drop and can make a big difference in reducing stroke and heart failure risks. Pomegranate also clearly supports brain function. A study at UCLA found that older adults who drank pomegranate juice daily performed better in short-term memory tests compared to those who did not. This is very important because memory decline is one of the most common concerns after age 60. The good news is that you do not need to eat a whole pomegranate each time. Just half a cup of fresh seeds or a small glass of pure juice per day is enough to bring practical benefits. If chewing seeds is difficult, pomegranate juice is a convenient option. As long as it is unsweetened, you can also add a few spoons of seeds to yogurt or sprinkle on salad to boost both flavor and nutrition. However, if you are taking blood thinners or heart medications, consult your doctor before using pomegranate regularly. In some cases, its active compounds may slightly affect how medicines work. Although this does not happen to everyone, still, there is no denying that pomegranate carries a gentle strength that helps your heart stay strong, your mind stay clear, and your blood vessels stay smooth. That is why many experts call pomegranate liquid gold for senior health. 4. Berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. When it comes to fruits that are small, beautiful, and rich in nutrients, berries must be mentioned, from ripe strawberries to deep purple blueberries and bright red raspberries. Each type brings its own benefits that may surprise you, and for older adults, berries are one of the most effective natural anti-aging choices today. What makes berries special is their high content of anthocyanins, a group of natural compounds that give berries their vibrant colors and protect cells from damage by free radicals. Over time, free radicals contribute to aging, chronic inflammation, and tissue damage. By neutralizing these harmful molecules, anthocyanins help slow degeneration in the brain, heart, and blood vessels. A long-term study published in the Annals of Neurology followed over 16,000 older women and found that those who ate blueberries at least twice a week had a memory decline rate nearly 3 years slower than those who did not. That is a meaningful number, especially for those wanting to maintain mental clarity. Berries also help with balance and coordination, two important factors in reducing the risk of falls among older adults. This is because anthocyanins can cross the blood-brain barrier to protect nerve cells and improve brain connectivity. Berries are also very heart-friendly. They help lower blood pressure, improve blood vessel elasticity, and reduce inflammation. Additionally, with a low glycemic index and around 8 grams of fiber per cup, berries slow down sugar absorption after meals, helping stabilize blood sugar. This is a big advantage for people with diabetes or prediabetes. Equally important, berries support digestion thanks to their soluble fiber content, which improves bowel movements and reduces constipation risk. A common issue in middle-aged and older adults when digestion runs smoothly. You feel lighter and enjoy meals more. Adding berries to your daily meals is also very easy. You can sprinkle blueberries on your morning oatmeal, mix strawberries with plain yogurt, or blend raspberries with banana and greens for a nutritious smoothie. Choose fresh or pure frozen berries, and avoid dried or sugar-coated versions that lose many of their natural benefits. Even just 1 small cup of berries per day is enough to boost your brain energy, keep your heart strong, support digestion, and naturally slow down aging. Next, these are the fruits that should be avoided or limited in the daily diet of older adults. 1. Pineapple. We often hear that fruit is nature's gift. And pineapple, with its bright yellow color and sweet sour taste, is indeed very appealing. However, for older adults, pineapple is one of the fruits that requires special caution. If used improperly or eaten in large amounts, pineapple can cause certain unwanted effects that you may not even be aware of. The first thing to note is the high acidity of pineapple. This is a low pH fruit, and once it enters the stomach, it can increase acid levels in the digestive system. For older adults, especially those with stomach ulcers, acid reflux, or weak digestion, eating pineapple may cause burning in the stomach, bloating, or persistent acid burps. Some people even feel discomfort for hours after eating. Beyond digestion, pineapple contains a strong enzyme called bromelain. This enzyme softens meat and breaks down protein, which is why it is often used in food processing, but when taken into the body in large amounts. Bromelain can irritate the lining of the mouth, leading to a burning tongue, numb lips, or a mild sore throat. Some people also experience an itchy feeling in the throat after just a few pieces of fresh pineapple. In addition, bromelain can affect blood clotting if you are using blood thinners, anti-inflammatory medication, or pain relievers. Eating pineapple frequently may increase the effects of these drugs, causing bruising or prolonged bleeding even with minor injuries. This is especially important for older adults, since many are taking medications for blood pressure, heart conditions, or joint issues. That is not all. Pineapple can also raise blood sugar levels if eaten in large quantities, although it is not as sugary as grapes or bananas. A single glass of pineapple juice can contain more than 20 grams of natural sugar. For those monitoring blood sugar or at risk for prediabetes, this is worth paying attention to. One small but important note is that pineapple should not be eaten on an empty stomach. At that time, the acid in pineapple can strongly irritate the stomach lining, causing nausea or discomfort. It is better to eat pineapple after a main meal, and only in small portions, just a few pieces, not as a main dish or daily dessert. If you love the sweet, sour flavor of pineapple, consider switching to kiwi or sweet oranges. These fruits also provide plenty of vitamin C but are less irritating. So while pineapple may offer some benefits like supporting digestion and providing vitamins for older adults, its use needs to be carefully controlled in both quantity and frequency. A wise choice today can help you avoid unnecessary health troubles later. 2. Dried fruits. You may have thought that dried fruit is a healthy snack. They are small, convenient, and seem to retain the nutrition of fresh fruit. But in reality, for older adults, dried fruit carries more hidden risks than you might imagine. The first issue is sugar content. When an apricot, a bunch of grapes, or an apple is dried, all its water is removed, leaving only fiber and concentrated sugar. This means that just a small handful of dried fruit can contain the same amount of sugar as 4 or 5 fresh fruits. But because they are small and very sweet, you may eat double or triple the needed amount without realizing it. The result is a sudden blood sugar spike, which can leave you feeling tired, sluggish, or dizzy after eating. Worse still, eating too much sugar over time causes the body to trigger inflammatory reactions. Researchers at Harvard University have shown that consistently high blood sugar levels can activate hidden inflammation in the body. This is especially harmful for those living with arthritis, muscle pain, or vascular problems. Many people have shared that their hand, knee, or back joints feel more painful after eating dried fruits like raisins, dried apricots, or apple chips daily. Another issue that is often overlooked is the preservatives in dried fruits to keep their bright color and extend shelf life. Many dried fruits are treated with a compound called sulfite. For some individuals, especially seniors with sensitive respiratory systems, sulfite can cause allergic reactions from mild to severe. You might experience an itchy throat, slight shortness of breath, or even headaches, nausea, or chest tightness after eating a small portion. One subtle effect is the impact on oral health. Because dried fruits are chewy, sticky, and high in sugar, they cling easily between the teeth, creating a favorable environment for bacteria. This increases the risk of tooth decay, gum inflammation, and other oral problems. For seniors, whose enamel is weakening and saliva flow is reduced, the negative effects of dried fruit become even more pronounced. So what can you do if you still enjoy dried fruit? The answer is eat only a very small amount, only occasionally, and choose unsweetened and preservative-free versions. Another option is to pair dried fruits with healthy fats like walnuts or oats to slow down sugar absorption. However, the best choice is still fresh fruit whenever possible, as they retain more nutrients and support digestion better. Dried fruits may be convenient, but for older adults, that convenience can come with silent health risks. A small change today could help you feel lighter and more comfortable every day. 3. Durian. Durian is a unique fruit. Some people love its rich and creamy aroma so much that they search for it every season. Others turn away just at the smell. But regardless of which group you belong to, for older adults, durian is a fruit that should be considered carefully before eating. First, durian is high in calories. A 100-gram piece of durian can contain more than 150 calories. Its fat content is also much higher than most other fruits, mostly in the form of saturated fat. This can make the liver and pancreas work harder to digest and convert energy, especially if you already have fatty liver, high blood lipids, or are overweight. Eating durian frequently and without control can cause unwanted weight gain, increase pressure on the joints, and lead to more pain in older adults. Furthermore, durian contains a high level of natural sugars. A 100-gram portion of the fruit can have up to 27 grams of carbohydrates, most of which are sugars. This makes durian unsuitable for people managing blood sugar or at risk of diabetes. There have been cases where seniors felt tired, sleepy, or very thirsty after eating durian in the afternoon without other foods. Another point to note is that durian can interact with blood pressure medications or vasodilators. Some studies have reported that when durian is combined with drugs that relax blood vessels, body temperature may rise slightly, causing restlessness, facial flushing, or a faster heart rate than normal. While not common, such minor reactions can still be uncomfortable or concerning for older adults with sensitive systems. Many people also feel bloated or experience indigestion after eating durian, especially in the evening. The reason is that durian is rich in both soluble fiber and fat, So when eaten with other dishes, the older digestive system may become overloaded, especially if you eat quickly or on an empty stomach. To reduce the risk, if you truly love durian, eat only a small amount in the morning or early afternoon. Avoid eating it at night or immediately after a heavy meal. And most importantly, do not combine durian with alcohol or alcoholic drinks. The fermentation compounds in durian interacting with alcohol can harm the liver, raise heart rate, and cause dizziness. Durian may be a favorite treat for many, but for a body that is becoming more sensitive and easily unbalanced with age, choosing the right time, amount, and combination is necessary to prevent this beloved fruit from becoming a silent threat to your health. 4. Green tomatoes. Tomatoes are a familiar fruit in almost every family kitchen. When ripe and red, they are rich in lycopene, good for heart and eye health. But few people know that green tomatoes, meaning unripe tomatoes, can actually cause health problems, especially for older adults. The concern lies in a natural compound called solanine. This bitter substance is found in green tomatoes, especially when they are still hard and dark green. Solanine is an alkaloid that can be toxic in high doses, while the amount in a single green tomato may not cause serious poisoning. Frequent consumption or large portions may lead to mild symptoms in older adults like nausea, indigestion, or dull stomach pain after eating. Worse still, solanine can affect the central nervous system. Some people have reported feeling lightheaded, experiencing a rapid heartbeat, or mild headaches after eating raw or undercooked green tomatoes without knowing why. These symptoms are often mistaken for changes in weather, blood pressure, or lack of sleep. But they may actually come from this seemingly harmless fruit. Another thing to keep in mind is that green tomatoes are astringent and may cause dry mouth or throat irritation. For those who have reduced saliva production, difficulty swallowing, or are taking medications that cause dry mouth, this can lower appetite and negatively affect daily meals. Additionally, with a digestive system that weakens over time, unripe green tomatoes that are not cooked thoroughly can make digestion harder. Since solanine is not completely broken down during digestion, it can cause bloating, gas, or prolonged discomfort. For people with irritable bowel syndrome or colitis, green tomatoes may trigger flare-ups. Of course, this does not mean you have to avoid tomatoes completely. On the contrary, red ripe tomatoes are very beneficial for health. They are rich in antioxidants, vitamins A and C, and minerals that support eye, skin, and heart health. If you still want to use green tomatoes in cooking for soups, stews, or jams, make sure they are thoroughly cooked to break down most of the solanine in the fruit. For older adults, every food needs to be chosen carefully, not just for taste, but also for how the body can handle it. Green tomatoes, though common in traditional dishes, should be used sparingly and properly to avoid unwanted reactions. So we have just gone through 8 familiar fruits that bring 2 completely different directions for senior health. 4 fruits that help nourish your heart, soothe your joints, improve memory, and support digestion. And 4 others, although common, can actually worsen the very problems you might be silently dealing with if used the wrong way. You may be wondering, can just a few pieces of fruit each day really make a difference? But believe me, it is these small choices that create big changes in the body. 1 apple instead of a handful of raisins, a spoonful of pomegranate seeds instead of a glass of pineapple juice, a blueberry smoothie instead of a sugary dessert. These gentle steps are signs that you are listening to your body more and more each day. Caring for your health in your middle and later years does not have to be something big or difficult. You do not need to change everything in one day. But if today you start with just 1 small action, tomorrow your body will thank you for it. I understand that the journey of taking control of your health at this age can bring many worries, many moments of doubt, and times when you feel like you are walking alone. But I want to remind you that you are not alone. I am always here, ready to walk beside you through every piece of information and every suggestion that is simple and easy to apply. If you found today's sharing helpful, Do not forget to like and subscribe so you do not miss future videos. And if there was a fruit in today's list that surprised you, or one that you are using every day, please share in the comments below. I always listen to your honest stories, because that is how we continue nurturing health, not just through knowledge, but also through connection. Wishing you strength, peace, and progress every day on your journey to care for your body, your mind, and your calm spirit. See you in the next video.